Alrighty.
So is this the real deal now, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
All right.
Hey, you guys are starting up, right? You good? You starting?
Awesome.
Okay. Official. It's all official now.
All right, we're getting into it. Also, yeah, I heard you were talking a little bit about the scoring system and all these crazy timing windows with the variances, which is super cool.
Yes.
Does this game have combo-based scoring, like maybe?
No, it's not combo-based. The combo is mainly for effect. Like, I mean, it's still cool to see a large combo count.
Absolutely, yeah.
But we really sort of factor in the accuracy. But we do it in a little bit more lenient way than like what In the Groove did.
Absolutely.
So I'd say it's more user-friendly a little bit. And as with Omid, I was describing the checkpoint system that we have with the holds. And then we also simplified everything else, like, you know, basically what mines are, what lifts are, what holds are.
Yeah.
And we classify it into like 3 judgments. Did you get all the points? Did you get some of the points, or did you miss all of them?
Oh, so that's got to be the yellow thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yellow means you got some of them.
Okay.
And then green means you got all of them. Red
really
means
cool.
you missed it. So.
Ooh, they're hopping right into it.
They're hopping into it.
All right.
A little bit of and they're hopping to the Captain Jack remix, which I love this version
Ooh,
of the
this
song.
is a Captain Jack remix.
It is.
The DDR classic?
It is.
Holy moly.
Same guy, different mix of it, and a little bit more modern.
Yeah, that's really cool.
They actually refer to this mix sometimes as the jump style mix too, and I think I've seen videos of them doing jump style to it. It's the Cheeky Tracks mix though.
Okay, all right. That's super cool.
Yes.
Look at the accuracy on those jacks. Oh, but the brackets.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of which, that's a really cool facet of the chart design in this game.
Yes.
Since you guys have that 5th panel you can take advantage of.
You can choose to jump. You can choose to use 1 foot.
Yeah.
It's up to you. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of, especially like on the highest difficulties, I've seen like the 25s and 26s.
Yeah.
Where
there's like a stream and like you're.
Yeah, like.
How are you going to jump and hit that?
You're streaming and all of a sudden it's like, man, I don't even know if I can jump that, you know? But it's cool because once you have the panel in the middle, the brackets feel a lot easier. They're a lot more natural than the diagonals.
And that might be because there are no brackets.
But you can tell where my roots are.
No. And actually, I think, you know, as much people in recent times don't like the brackets as much, they serve a good purpose of reference on the stage, so you can feel where your feet are. With this stage, we were really receptive of that, especially with the 4th generation stage. Because now we use all plastic on it, and the corners used to be steel, so you got the reference of the corner.
Absolutely.
So who did we get?
Looks like Terminator.
Yes.
Clutched that first match out with a super impressive score.
Yeah,
Holy moly, the accuracy.
Nice, 5-star. You're good. You're good.
All right.
So they're moving on. Yeah, what I was saying is, for us, the reference on the stage is super important. So the SMX stages by default are not flush. Because you want to feel where you are as a player. All the direction panels are basically recessed from the corners, and then the center is recessed even more than the direction panels. And so when you're standing on it, no matter if you're using socks or bare feet, like, I mean, it's great for bare feet because you're not going to tear up your feet with that's the worst part of the brackets, right? And sort of the screws that stick out.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
Yeah, they literally just ruin your feet. Even your socks, to a point, if you're a sock player.
No kidding.
But in this design of the stage, the screws are actually recessed into the panel a little bit, so you're not going to feel like there's a little bit of a hole or a divot, but it's not going to hurt your sock or your foot. So, but you know, the main reason that's important is it gives you a frame of reference of where you are on the stage, and that's one of the things I'm most happy about with the SMX stages is they're not flush. They don't feel like a Cobalt Flux. You don't need to modify it. By default, you're going to feel that traditional, like, sort of feeling that you get from a dance stage that everyone loves, like from 20 years ago, like yourself, because you're a traditionalist, you said.
Yeah.
So it's super important, too, for, like, doubles play.
Oh,
and,
my God,
you know, and any other, not just the foot speed stuff, which I can understand with foot speed.
Yeah.
You want minimal movement. You don't necessarily care about feeling where you are. Because you're not moving your foot much, so it's
totally.
Yeah,
it's really cool. Looks like they're just getting into the Rainmaker.
This is actually the official first wild chart that ever occurred for the game. This song right here.
Wow,
and
Like,
it's really fun and straightforward. Like a good example of the lifts right here. You see the blue part that at the end of the hold, you're actually expected to lift up on the beat. And those green check marks, you're getting basically points for doing that right. If you miss it, it's okay though, because you're still getting points for the hold.
Absolutely.
So
I don't know if you caught that. You saw that little yellow exclamation point, and you could kind of catch on the camera that Terminator shook his head a little bit, like, oh man,
like, God damn it, I missed it.
Yeah, it's really tricky, you know. Especially it's something that you got to learn.
Yes.
But practice makes perfect.
It does, and this is the streamy part right at the end, and this chart I still love to this day. I mean, it's one of my favorite warm-ups on the game.
Oh man,
so close.
He was at the very end of it.
He almost had it.
Drats. Wait, how did you guys feel? Since that was the first wild chart you made, it would, like, I'm sure it must have been kind of crazy thinking about how you want to, you know, make difficult charts with these new patterns. Yeah.
And so, you know, it's really important when you start out a new series or a new game like this, you have to be thinking about all the players. As much as we want to throw in the most challenging charts and sort of, you know, stump people and make it super difficult, you also, you know, at some point you don't want to do that, because you want people to have a nice even progression as the game gets harder.